feel that teacher leaders exercise influence beyond the classroom. And to me, that was really powerful because I would like to have everyone in the building empowered with that concept that I can lead within my classroom, I can lead without, outside of my classroom. We all have to be invested in the students' academic achievement, each and every one of the adults in the building, specialists, teachers, executive, everyone invested in that academic achievement. Our students cultivate, invested in the social, family, community issues that our students go through so that we can help them beyond that so that they can achieve in the classroom. We all have to be invested in helping our students learn in this sandbox, practice for reality as an adult environment that is high school. How do I function within a semi-professional environment? How do I assimilate with the order in that environment? How do I cooperate with the regulations, for lack of a better word? What is the order? How do I function? If we're all, working on those things outside of our classrooms, in our classrooms in every way, our students will, take that in magnitude and prosper.
I agree, 1,000%, I definitely agree. Does anybody else have any other ideas they'd like to share? And again, stepping out the classroom, realizing that you are a teacher, leader outside the classroom, in the classroom, not just in your classroom. Okay, and again, letting the students know their self-worth, letting them know, look, we're here for a reason. Again, sandbox, she said it perfectly, preparing students to go off into the real world. All right, this is just a snapshot of what it's really going to be like. So us being able to support them, support our other teachers, and any initiative that's going on in the building, inside the classroom and outside in the hallways, it just make a major difference just across the board.
And being a motivator, a motivational speaker, even when it comes to our peers that we're working with, other staff members, somebody might not be having a good day or might be talking about something that's not too positive. You want to always try to change that not so positive to a positive and try to get them to buy into what you're saying so that then that can make their day better, and then that transfers to their teaching their students, and then them actually having, that good productive day at work. So, man, leader. Any other takeaways that you got from the video? Just a couple things. No?
I think building relationships with your students, letting them know that you care, because they don't care what you know unless they know that you care.
Yep,
And I found that, at least for me, to be very successful with a lot of the students that I teach, and even with some of the ones that I don't teach. I think when you have that relationship, that rapport with students, that, like I said, they'll work harder. They'll push harder for you, and you can push them to the next level, and push them beyond, maybe some weaknesses that they thought were there, or the strengths that they didn't realize that were there until they actually conquered that. And a lot of times, you might be that inspiration for that. So, yeah.
I agree, 1,000%. Mr. Grimson?
Yeah, I can't remember who was talking about creating opportunities for students to lead, but I just think in general, we need to create more opportunities for students to lead. We got a lot of leaders in this room, but we need to create more opportunities for them to lead. Example, student government, things like that. And do it on a practical basis.
I agree, 1,000%. Mrs. Zanecki?
Good, to piggyback on some of the earlier comments and what I saw in the video. I love seeing videos like that when there are people from all over the country in places like New Orleans that are still recovering from Hurricane Katrina. To give us a little context on what we're doing, like even here, we are having successes when we get kind of tied down in the end of the year drag on ourselves. There's places in DC that are worse off than we are, and that are still having successes. There are places around the country that don't have anything close to what we enjoy at this school, that are having successes with students. And we need to remember the positive things that we're doing.
Always. Any other questions, concerns, or takeaways? Mr. Meatham?
One light note, no offense to Mr. Flynn, Ms. Walker, Ms. Crutchfield, but that one young man who was assistant principal, he was awfully young. He looked like he just graduated from college.
Yeah. He did.
What was interesting is his title was assistant principal of student culture,
Scholar culture.
Scholar.
Wow, that is.
So team, what I'm doing, and I appreciate you guys allowing me to videotape you, is that So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna incorporate this into our next meeting. We're gonna take our comments, our feedback that we had, and see how we can take and build upon some of the statements we made today. How can we manifest our opinions, our comments, our feedback today into something palatable and relevant for 4.0? So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna cut it up. I know Ms. Price has a little person who does videos for it. Maybe they'll be able to cut it up for us, get it back to us by our next LT meeting, and we'll spend some more time disseminating what our comments were and how we can alter some of the feedback that we actually put out here today. So I want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you to my co-leads, Ms. Thompson and Ms. Oliver. And thank you today for such a fruitful collaborative.